Warning. The following contains crude humor by stupid people saying stupid things. We are in no way professional voice actors, which is clear in just a moment. Enjoy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dungeons and Degenerates, guys. Are you excited? You guys are going to die by a snake.
Woo!
So it is a snake.
I'm super stoked to get murdered by a snake.
I'm sorry. What part of giant snake near rock wasn't clear?
Dylan was like, I don't think it's a snake. And I was like,
What?
fuck, I think it is a snake.
We're gonna see a snake.
But yeah, so last time you guys made your way on your, I believe, third or fourth mission for the Academy, heading to a small town by the name of, oh my god, Rose Lake. That was it. I almost forgot the name. You by the name of Rose Lake, and upon arriving there, you found it was, in fact, a one-horse town. It was very small, kind of indiscriminate. It was just kind of there. They didn't offer anything to surrounding areas. A few small buildings and one large stone tower in the center. And upon entering, they told you that their mayor was just outside, which was a horse wearing a bow tie. He spoke to you and explained that there is a cave just to the west of you that has goblins inside that have been coming over and raiding them and attacking them, and they needed to stop. So you guys took it upon yourself to go over there. You were almost immediately ambushed, because you just start screaming into a dark hole with no real knowledge of what's down there besides, oh, we see goblins. You were ambushed. The quick wit of all of you led to them. Quick wit might not be fair. The goblins might just be retarded. But anyway, you guys talked them down and convinced them that, hey, we're not against you. How about I give all, like, a few thousand of you magical weapons? And they're very excited about that. And your payment is this rock. At some point or another, we've gotten a little off track of helping the village of Rose Lake, but I'm sure we'll swing back around to that. That's no problem. So now here we are. You guys have just started walking in towards this ever small, like shrinking tunnel, heading deeper and deeper and into the cave, and you now are almost 100%, without a doubt, under the ocean. And as you walk, water drips through the cracks, and you can hear like little bitty streams running through here. And upon entering this smaller cavern, you all had the chance to hear it, but only one heard the voice of some kind of hissing creature beckoning you forward, which you listened to. So you guys are heading inside. So as you go a little bit further in, the cave is getting smaller and smaller. Not to the point where you have to crouch or anything like that, but it's getting closer to, like, at first you could walk in a line, and then it's 3 to a line, and then 2, and now it's almost a one single file as you guys are walking straight. So I need the pecking order. Who's going first?
I'll be going first.
You're first? All right. Who's second?
I'll be second.
All right, second. Third. All right, and that means Roderick bringing up the rear. Making sure if anything bites your tushy, it's his tushy. Good to know. Okay. So I need Sia to roll a perception check then.
That is a 13.
So you're walking down, and you can see that there is clearly water beneath your feet, like running water. It is not a large, like, body of water. It's just like a little stream, maybe an inch deep, 2 inches deep, that you splash through as you walk down. And as you're walking, you realize that this small corridor that you're now having to walk single file in has holes all throughout it, like small, like arm-sized holes. And it's running all the way down. And if you decide to, if you take a little peek inside as you walk by, they are outrageously dark, and you can see several of them shoot straight in one direction, and others bend almost immediately and curve towards another and make U-shapes, digging in and out of each other. It's pretty clear that something about the size of like a forearm has been like burrowing and tunneling through this stuff.
Hey guys, you see the holes everywhere?
Wait.
I say just be
Sure.
careful, just in case anything decides to pop out of them. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, I'll be trying.
Alright, just gonna proceed forward then.
Okay, you keep walking, and another thing to notice is, again, since there is a stream beneath you, it is a running small body of water. It's very clear that you are still on a decline. You're still slowly going lower and lower. What you can only assume is deep, deep, deep beneath the ocean's floor. It's very claustrophobic, so I need everybody except for Roderick to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Or I guess, no, it's wisdom. Yeah, do a wisdom saving throw.
10.
19.
19.
Oh. Everyone's feeling fine. Curie is feeling a little bit anxious. You can feel like your heart rate is picking up. It's not anything that's going to negatively affect you at this point, but you're finding out maybe you're a little claustrophobic. It kind of sucks right now. Like, you're just not feeling great. Maybe it's because you promised upwards of 1,000 goblins all for magic weapons. Maybe it's because there's little holes all around you now that you can notice. Either way, you're just not feeling great. It's not your best moment. But you continue on for a while, and you realize that the stream has stopped, and there is a solid body of water now. So it's still a straight tunnel that you can basically fit one at a time down, but it is hit and it flattens out into a body of water. So you will have to continue. Will have to continue into the water, submerge underwater, and swim to what might be next.
I'm
Do I still
out.
hear voices?
So as walking, you haven't really heard anything. Like you heard that initial beckoning towards you, but there's really nothing beyond that. It was just the one.
Hmm.
I would like to take a stone from the ground
Uh-huh.
and chance it with light and throw it into the pool.
Okay. You grab the stone and you toss it over everyone's head because it's height-wise you're fine. So you toss it over their head, and it lands splunk, and you land it right towards the far end where it's like fully submerged, and it sinks for probably about 3 feet, and then you have better lighting now where you can see that it does in fact continue down that way for a little bit, but it looks like it might taper off and go like straight or even maybe back up after maybe 20 feet.
Do I see anything else moving in the water?
No, you don't see anything in the water.
Okay. Let's go.
Kitty, can you make that light glow again and skip it across the water, see how far it goes down that way?
You can actually see the edge of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it takes kind of a sharper decline. So it's basically the path just walks, and if you continue walking, you'd eventually just be underwater. Like it's a pretty small tunnel that is not very. There's not a whole lot of options. It's pretty much you have to, if you follow it, you'll have to submerge and swim, hopefully towards whatever's next, and hopefully a little more accommodating than just a body of water.
All right,
So-
I'm gonna go first, I guess.
Okay.
I don't think we should go because, like, water and a snake, fire.
Your magic
Like,
fire doesn't affect you.
I know, but I just wanted to be like, I don't want to go.
Eris, we have a job to do.
Our job is to save the town, not the goblins.
Perhaps the stone is something we can use against the goblins.
Or we convince the goblins not to attack the people up there. I mean,
Roderick, you've experience with goblins?
they're assholes.
Do you think you could convince them?
Hell fucking no. Hey, that shit ain't gonna fucking work.
Then why did you suggest it?
Hey, look, I was trying to be optimistic, alright?
Oh my god.
I was trying to be optimistic.
We at least do have that.
Eris,
The only thing we can do is press forward. I don't see another way we can save the town.
Go back and
Do
kill all
what?
the goblins.
So you want to go back there and start a...
I just don't want to
what?
go under the water where I might not come back. Like, at least now I have a chance to go back.
Where's your sense of
Eris-
adventure?
Eris, you do know
Above
what
water.
to do for the encounter.
Sorry. Above water. That's a really good fucking answer.
All right, I'm gonna go first. So
Alright.
You're diving
I'm-
in?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
let's
I'm
go
gonna
diving.
dive in right after.
Okay.
I'm
Eris-
holding on to whoever's in front of me as we're going under. If we're gonna fucking go under.
That's Curie. Curie's right in front of you.
Whatever.
Uh,
I'm just grabbing his arm.
Okay, I will jump in.
Okay, so you guys all one by one follow a single file into this water, and it's not really a dive. You just start walking, and again, the water goes from where it's like at the sole of your shoe to now it's about ankle, knee, waist, chest, neck, chin, and finally, you dive underwater, taking a big breath at the last second, and start to swim now. So as you're swimming along, it's not a very long path, thankfully. After maybe 30-ish feet, which is a struggle for all of you. None of you are tremendous swimmers, but you get by nonetheless. So you start to slowly submerge again, and again after probably about 30 seconds, you pop up, take a big breath, and the path continues slightly up and out of the water, and it's now opening. So what was once this really tight corridor where you'd like take a step too far to the left and scratch a shoulder or something is blossoming, and Sia can feel this kind of, you can start to feel this kind of, like, it's almost like a warmth, and it's hard to explain, but it's something is ahead of you, and it's still very visibly there. It's still trying to communicate with you even if it's not speaking.
All right. Is everybody out of the water at this point?
Yeah, at this point, you were all kind of like, once again, kind of blossoming out where you can be almost side by side in a group instead of single file.
All right. So I feel like this is the right way, I guess, we're supposed to go. So I'm just going to
Well, it's
pursue
only
as one.
one way.
I mean, we could have gone back, so technically not. Just start walking forward.
Okay. you all start walking forward. Oh my god. Sorry. Just that sigh was so good. You all start walking forward into a much larger tunnel, and you're all basically bunched up now. You don't have to walk single file. And you're just kind of heading along this cave, even though now you're not like submerged in water. It's still dripping, and it's just uncomfortable, and it's still this kind of feeling of claustrophobia, and it's just miserable every step of the way. And I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
11.
14.
23.
Okay.
14.
Wow. You all step onto this platform about the same time, and you feel it buckle and then fall. And it starts to collapse at the last second. Sia, feeling it buckle, lunges forward, grabbing onto a ledge, and holds herself up as the rest of you fall to the ground below, taking... Let's see, how bad it is. You got that? It's not good. 9 damage. You all take 9 damage as you fall. You fall flat, a solid thud as you hit the ground, and dirt kicks up around you. And it's a pretty long way down. Laying there, you can look up and see you're about 30 feet down.
Oh, it's not good. So I'm up here alone, and
You
they're
are up
all
here
down
alone.
below.
They are 30 feet down. You can see them down there with all of you having dark vision. You can, in fact, look down and be like, "That's fucking them." But it's a pretty long drop.
How many feet?
About 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Can I throw my rope down? It's 50 feet. And try to, I guess, hold it so they can climb up?
Sure. So what I need from you is just wrap the rope around you, and I need a strength check. So you toss it down, the rope lands near them, and I need you to roll a strength check, and I need you to determine who's going up the ladder, who's going up the rope first. You three down the hole need to talk about it.
I'll probably go last, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah,
Why?
because then we can help her.
I think Roderick should go first. He's stronger.
Yeah, but Sia might not be strong enough to do it on her own up there.
So,
I'm like a little fucking cannonball, right?
alright, fine. I'll go next.
Okay. I need an athletics check from you.
4.
Oh yeah. You grab onto the rope, and you know you've done something similar, and it's just not working as well. You're like, My hands hurt. You fell and you scratched your hands up. Your hands hurt. You're not quite able to make it.
I'll go.
By the way,
Okay.
I got a 20. It's not natural.
Okay. Thank you.
What do I just
Athletics check.
say? Oh, athletic. Okay. 15.
You're getting up there. It's gonna take you a minute because it's not like you're not like heave hoeing 30 feet's a decent ways. So I need one more from you. You get about a little over halfway with that.
10.
You make it. You're at the edge of it, and you're almost about to slip. And Sia can just reach down and grab your arm and hoist you up. And she rolled well enough that she's able to get you up there, no problem, planting her feet, ready for it.
Okay. And now I'll help her hold the rope.
And I need let's just go ahead and see you once again. Let's give you another strength roll with advantage.
Damn it.
You get
Okay,
to
thank
replant
God.
your feet and get, because she's helping you now.
4. Well, that's the first one, and then
That did not sound good.
no, it's 11. That's my
All
final.
right. So who's next?
Guess
Kitty.
I will try again.
All right. Go ahead and do an athletics check.
12.
You're getting up there. It's not as good, and see you can feel your feet kind of slipping on the rocks. They're wet, and your shoes. You're kind of like coming towards the edge as he's getting up there.
Can I help grab her?
You're already holding on. This is with your help.
Oh shit.
A little too heavy the first time. All my energy's going.
So I need another athletics check.
16.
16. You're climbing up, and you're getting there, and Sia is starting to slip over the edge. As you're like cresting over the thing, she's almost stepping on top of you as she's sliding, like barely able to keep it up there. But finally, with Eris's help, she grabs your back and pulls, and just you're able to make it up, just barely. All right, I need a strength check with advantage from Sia.
Oh my god.
How many? How many?
No, just one. Just one advantage.
Just one.
Oh.
Let's hear before you tell me. Hold on. Before you tell me, I need Roderick. Just do a athletics check.
All right. That is a 16.
Okay, so you're getting up there. You're hand over hand. You're making it. You're a little over halfway. What was that strength check?
8.
You're a little over halfway when Sia gives. She finally can't hold anymore, and instead of that, she goes tumbling over the edge with you. The only question is, do the other people hold on, or are you going to let go of the rope?
Oh, I'll try to hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. I need strength check from both of you.
Okay. Oh shit. I'm not that strong.
9.
Oh, that's actually a good roll. Strength.
At this point, it'd be with
Strength.
disadvantage since he's falling as well.
Saving throw though.
Disadvantage.
Hers is with disadvantage because she's now holding the weight of all three of you.
Oh, it's the same roll. Strength. Plus 0. 16.
So, Roderick is almost to the top when Sia her arms give and she slips and goes tumbling forward. Curie grabs the rope and you can feel it like sliding through his hands as he squeezes, and he finally gets a good grip and it yanks him forward. And Eris tucks her heels in, grabs the rope, prepares for all of it, but with all three of her weight, just gets lunged forward. So let's see.
Are we all down in the hole
You're
now?
all down in a pit. So let's see how this is gonna look for
Sorry.
everybody.
Oh god, I'm on the spike armor too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Someone might get impaled.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Okay. So, Roderick, you weren't all the way up, so you will take 1 point of damage.
All right.
Since it was a descended fall, the only person who's really gonna take damage, like the full force of it, is going to be Eris being at top. I need both Sia and Curie to take 5 points of damage. And then Eris, with you being up top and being yanked down onto them, you will take 10 damage. You'll take the full force of the 30-foot fall.
We should have gone back.
This is what we're going to do. With Roderick being on the back first, we're also going to roll just an attack on all of you to see if anyone lands on his spikes. So first up is
no.
going to be Sia, which he rolls a 4. What is the plus? You know what? I'll let you do it, Austin. Why don't you go ahead and roll
Oh, Jesus.
3 attacks with your... is it unarmed strike? What would that be?
No, it's here it is. It's
I think it's a weapon.
Okay.
hit DC modifier is a +3.
Okay, so
So-
roll a d20 plus 3 and try to hit their ACs. Or I guess try not to. Let's hope you don't.
Yeah, let's hope I don't. I'll just grab 3d20s and I'll just roll.
Yep.
Fuck it.
Make sure you
Alright.
determine whose is whose, though, like, before you do that. Like, this
Okay.
belongs to so-and-so. You don't have to tell us, just make sure you do that so you know who you're hitting.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
Oh, God.
Alright.
So fucking close.
Alright, Kiri got a 14.
Okay.
No.
Okay, good.
Sia got a 15.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, God. Okay.
And Eris gets an 8.
Okay, I didn't.
Oh, thank God. All right, so what is the damage for the spikes? Because I think it's just an
Alright.
innate damage, or is it a roll?
It would be 1d4 plus 1.
Okay, roll it.
Alright.
So only Sia is taking damage from this, right?
Well, she's lucky. It'd be a 2.
Okay, two additional damage for you.
I got poked.
You basically fell down on top of him at a way that it just kind of like ripped your shirt a little bit and just scraped your side, like just barely got you. You're okay. So, but you are all now at the bottom of this 30-foot pit.
No, Kiri. We don't need someone strong at the top. She can handle it.
You were at the top. What are you talking about?
Wait, if Roderick was up there, we would have had more strength.
All right, listen. Fighting isn't gonna change anything. We should just find a way out.
We're in a fucking pit.
Can we rest? I'm not feeling great.
Yeah, I want to rest.
Do I still have that feeling or anything? Your voices or anything? Down
You
here?
feel just kind of like a warm feeling coming from deeper within. That's about it.
In this pit, is there anywhere to move really? Is it only up?
Would you have to do a perception check?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it as
All right,
well.
you two do roll. Both of you roll perception checks.
Alright.
And 12.
I got a 10.
After looking around just a little bit, you guys together kind of like both. The other two are bickering, so you guys are looking around, and you find that collectively there is this hatch. So it's flush with the wall, and it looks like stone. And when you move it, it's actually just a wooden door that looks like somebody has actually like attached stones to blend in. But there is a tunnel down here.
We're taking a rest before going through that stupid hatch.
Wait.
Alright.
Okay. So you all kind of hunker down. It's not very comfortable here, but it's enough room where you can all kind of have your space, and you're all able to take the benefits of a long rest, except for
Yeah.
Sia.
Has it been long enough for a long
I mean,
rest?
are you guys gonna sit there for a long rest?
I wasn't sure if
I
we
thought it
were
was like
doing
still
it.
morning.
I mean, you can still hunker down for a long rest.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So
take it.
is it because I hear like
You-
I have that feeling?
So yeah, you all hunker down and you're relaxing, and everyone's just gonna try to take a nap, and you're all kind of relaxing, and everyone has their eyes closed. You're leaning up against a wall. You have your own little corner, and Sia, you can feel this kind of like more urgency to it now, where you're just like feeling antsy, and every once in a while you just hear this voice, just this really subtle, just "We are waiting." Just this very faint kind of whisper in your ear, and it's pretty unrelenting throughout your rest. So yeah, you do not benefit from a long rest.
Alright, so it is a long rest. Got it.
Damn it! So I don't get to heal or anything.
You can take a short rest. You just can't
Okay.
like close your eyes and actually nod off. So you can take a short rest, which you can use your hit dice to restore health. All right.
I'm basically back to full health, so I'm good.
All right,
Great.
for everybody else, you guys wake up feeling fine. Sia doesn't look like she's had a very good time sitting down here. It's kind of a struggle, but you guys are now awake and capable of going about your business.
Alright. I guess we will go through the hatch.
Yeah, agree. I feel like we should go through the hatch.
Okay, so you guys, so this is back to being a single file line, so we need to know the pecking order.
Same as
Um,
last. I'll be third.
I'll go first again.
Same thing?
I'll be second.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so same thing. You guys line up and start to head that way, and upon entering, I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw. I need Curie to do it with disadvantage because of your claustrophobic feelings.
6.
Oh, boy.
17.
I got an 18. Wait,
20.
hold on. Yeah, 18. Yeah.
Okay, for Eris and Roderick, you are both fine. For both Sia and Curie, you hear this kind of voice creep in your mind, and for Sia, it's a familiar one. This voice echoes throughout your mind. Just come to me. Soon you will be mine.
I hope not.
I don't like this. I don't like it. Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, so you guys continue on, and you're heading for probably a solid like 10, 15 minutes. Just walking in what feels like a straight line. There isn't a lot of defining marks here. It's really hard to really see anything like besides just stone. I mean, it twists and it turns, but you've been going for so long that it just feels endless. Until you get to this corridor and this long tunnel, you can tell explodes into a large room. In the center, you can all see this stone. It sits about 3 feet tall. It's a long white crystal almost, and it sits in the center of this large, like, blooming room.
Bigger than us, right?
About 3 feet, so no. It's about 3 feet tall.
Okay. I was about to say, it's bigger than us. We can't even take it. What's the point?
Yeah, no, it's about 3 feet.
I'm just getting ready for anything. Like, if anything comes out and it's a fucking snake, I'm shooting it.
Can you do a perception check to see if there's anything like
Roll a perception
lingering
check.
on the.
Do it.
Yeah, forget it. It's a 1.
Yeah, no. You look in, and all you do notice is that the warmth you're feeling, which Curie is also now feeling, is clearly emanating from this stone. There is something that is not drawing you to it. It's not making you come to it, but it is kind of compelling you. Like, this is something you want, isn't it? Like, this is something you need.
I'm gonna walk up to the stone.
Okay. As you exit the small corridor into the larger room, you see from above this long snake slowly descends down and coils around the stone and looks at you. And it's there in front of all of you, and now since you're in front of it, you can all hear its voice. Hello, welcome to my home.
I'm gonna wave, and I'm gonna go, hello, how are you?
I've never been better. Such tasty morals have come to me.
I think we can make a deal.
I highly doubt that.
No. We definitely can make a deal. I know I can get you lots of food. I can get you lots of food. All right. You know those goblins, right? How they stopped coming here. Well, if you let us take that stone, I can convince them that say, oh yeah, no, we took care of, we took care of you, yada yada yada, and then they just start coming this way, and then you gobbling them all up.
So, real quick, while he's doing this, everyone but him, give me a perception check. He's focused on telling the story. Everyone else, give me a perception check.
There's a bunch of goblins.
Damn it.
I can call it. There's a bunch
11.
of goblins that follow us.
14.
9.
Okay, 14's enough. Sia is able to, while he's telling the story, you're just kind of like watching the snake, and you can see that it is a giant coral snake. This thing is monstrous, and it's completely coiled around the stone now. But upon looking at it a little bit closer, you see that it's not just a giant snake. There's something wrong with it. It has this kind of strange, like almost like black scaly substance that seems to be spreading throughout it, and its eyes are these bright yellow, just staring at you. I have no interest in such morsels, but you seem tasty.
I wouldn't say that. Not at all.
We will find out! And it's going to just lunge at you and do an attack. So everybody, roll for initiative.
All right.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh.
23.
Oh, high roller.
All right.
Natural 20
Oh, which is what in all?
plus initiative 21.
Oh, 21.
I got a
10.
19.
Okay, so he is going to get a surprise attack since he attacked first, and he's going to tie a bite at Roderick. He's going to take a bite at you, which is a 11 plus 5, so 16.
Yeah, that's. But is he gonna hit the spike armor?
What does it say? What does spike armor say exactly? Because I don't know.
Spike armor. You can use a bonus action to make one melee weapon attack with your armor spike against a target within 5 feet of you, dealing 1d4 plus strength modifier piercing damage.
But does it say anything about like there's a thorn effect or anything like that?
No.
Yeah, so no.
I feel like if
Okay.
something's biting him, though.
If it doesn't say so, if it doesn't specify like if someone grapples him or anything like that. Either way, it's going to bite down on you. Let me get the right dice out for all this nonsense. There's that one. Let's use this dice. This is a pretty one. Let's get that one. And that one. We'll use these two. So he comes down, he lunges at you in the middle of your conversation, and he's going to bite you for 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So he just leans in and he bites you real quick, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I got 19.
You're fine. So it
thank God.
lashes out at you, and it bites your leg, and it takes a good chunk out as its fangs dig into your leg, and it recoils back, and its glowing yellow eyes just seem to kind of irradiate more after that. On top of initiative, we've got Eris. No, Sia, sorry.
I am going to attempt to shoot him with my bow in the eye.
Oh, all right. That's very rude of you.
13.
That hits. Roll an attack.
Oh, thank God.
Plus 4, 6.
Okay. So you take your arrow and fire it towards his head, and it sails across as the arrow spins perfectly, catching him on the cheek and slashing past his cheek as his red blood starts to slowly run down his cheek. And it was a pretty good solid hit. Next up, we got Eris.
I'm going to do some firebolt.
Okay, roll an attack.
23.
23, okay. That definitely hits, so roll for damage. Definitely fucking hits.
A D10. Where the fuck's a D10? Right there. 9.
9, okay. So you rear back and you fire, and it kind of recoils from the thing, and as it turns back towards that stuff from the arrow, it recoils and its blood pours. It turns back towards you as a fireball hits it in the face, blasting its face, and it kind of recoils back from it again. Next up, we have Roderick.
All right. I'm going to go into a barbaric rage.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. Barbaric rage. All right. And then I'm going to attack it with my axe.
Now you have to run up on it because it's lunging at you. It's a very large animal, but you're able to run up on it and roll for an attack.
All right. No. That would be an 8.
No, you see it. You swing for its what would look like its lower portion, and it just kind of like uses its muscles to contract back. And you swing, just missing it.
Alright.
Curie, you're up.
Curie. Cast heroism on Roderick.
All right, what does heroism do? Let us all know.
A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting modifier, which is 4. At the start of each of its turns, When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from the spell.
Okay, so how much temporary hit points does he get?
4.
Okay.
And I think he adds 4 every round.
Okay, cool. So, Austin, so so that means you're up near the snake, though. That means you're having to charge the snake.
I tried to be right behind, behind Roderick and the snake.
Okay, that's fine.
Behind Roderick, yeah.
So, I mean, basically, this entire room was within his range of attack anyway, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. Okay, so 4 temporary hit points. So,
Alright.
add those to your sheet. And, alright, so, it is the snake's turn, and the snake is going to take another bite at Roderick. Not a big fan of him swinging a fucking axe at him. And that is an 18 plus 5, so that definitely hits.
Aye.
It's going to take 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Jesus.
Half of that.
Half of that, yeah, because it is, I believe, piercing. Yeah. But I also need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Fun. No, I got a 11.
Just shy. You see it once again. It bites down. It bites into your shoulder this time. And as soon as you feel its fangs go in, you're no longer in a cave. You are back in the Undermountain of Hormish. And
Oh God, why am I back
you're
here?
in your bedroom, and you can see that your uncle who took you in is just throwing a pickaxe at your feet and is telling you to get to work. And at this, what is it? On a failed save, the target must hallucinate as an effect. Okay. Well, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. So you are now in your bedroom as your uncle is yelling at you that you need to get to work and calling you a lazy bum and all this. Not necessarily the best of times. Sia, you're up.
I'm gonna try again for the snake's eye.
All right, roll an attack.
14.
14 hits, roll damage.
3.
Okay. Okay, so you take the arrow and you fire it almost at the same place, just a little bit higher. You're dialing it in. You're getting closer to that eye you're wanting, but you're just not quite able to make it. Eris.
I want to do Chaos Bolt.
Okay, roll an attack. Remember, the first D8 will be what determines what it is as well.
15?
That hits.
So 5, 8, and then a D6. This one. So 4 and 10.
So 17 in all.
Yeah.
So we need... Okay. So you rear back and you see a lightning bolt launch from your hand, and it hits him. And it hits him almost like in a cartoon fashion, where for a second you see his like little cartoon skeleton, just and it shocks the shit out of him. And it's a pretty powerful attack. Roderick, it is your turn, and on your turn, what would you like to do with that pickaxe? You've just been thrown a pickaxe to your feet and told you to get to work. Seems very real.
No, I don't want to do it.
You need to get to work. Don't tell me no. I give you a home, a place to live, and you tell me no.
I fucking left. Why the hell am I back here?
You never left. You think you could leave? No. This is all you are and all you're ever going to be.
The hell do you think you're saying?
I'm saying the truth. You belong here. You're nothing but a hill dwarf that came crawling to us, and now you owe us. And that's your turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently no save against madness. It's just you're mad now. Curie.
I will make a crossbow attack at the snake.
Okay, roll an attack. I had no idea there's no save against madness. He's just mad for 10 minutes now.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
He's like out of commission for this fight.
Basically.
22.
Oh yeah, definitely hits. 100% hits, yeah. Roll for damage.
10.
Okay. He's not looking great. He's definitely bloodied up, and he does not like that you were right in his grill. And he is also going to take a bite attack on you now. He's getting sick of this. That is going to be a 7 plus 5, I believe. I think it's 5.
No.
Nope, 12
Armor
don't hit.
class 17.
You fucking got it. Yeah, so he bites down, and you just kind of hop out of the way as his face comes crashing down, and he slowly recoils back, and his eyes are just staring at you, and he is just fucking scary as shit. He is just not a friendly dude. Top of the round, we've got Sia. Top of the round, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try for the fucking eye again, I guess.
You and that eye. All right.
Hey.
Looked at her weird.
Natural 1.
You actually pull back, and you fire and realize that your arrow had just fallen out of the string, and it's laying at your feet now. Real embarrassing.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So, no. Not a great one. Not a great one. Eris, what you got going on?
So I'm gonna try out Chaos Bolt, second level. One of my second level spells.
Yeah, you can use a second level spell for Chaos Bolt. It just adds, I think it just adds a D8.
No, it adds a D6. I was reading it.
Oh,
before.
okay, gotcha. Thank you.
15 again.
15 hits. Roll damage.
So it's 4, 5, 4.
So
and then
13.
3.
13, so 16 damage. So that is going to be... I'm just making sure I got his health right. That's not right. That's right. I clicked the wrong number. Yeah, you rear back. What kind of damage is this?
4.
So he's recoiling back after he just took a bite at Curie, and he's looking to lunge again, and as his mouth opens, just a big bolt hits him right in the mouth that sends his whole head backwards, like knocking his head back violently, and he's not having a good time whatsoever. Okay, so we got, next up, we have good old Roderick. So Roderick, you are sitting in your room just watching like your uncle just berate you about how you need to be better. You're not doing good enough. I've given you a home, and you repay me with back talk. Like, I could have thrown you to the wolves, and here you are saying no to me.
Well, you probably should have done that. And I'm gonna just grab the pickaxe and and attack him with it.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
All right. Oh no, natural 1.
So, for everyone else watching this, Roderick is standing there holding his axe, staring forward. He's not even looking up at the snake. He's just looking forward, and he's like gripping his axe tighter and tighter, like he's clearly going through something. And then he just sits down and puts his axe down, and he's just gone. He's just staring, catatonic, just staring forward.
I thought you meant he like disappeared. I was like, oh,
No,
shit.
just mentally he is gone. He is just sitting there staring forward at nothingness.
Just like, all right, we're done.
Okay, so next up we have good old Curie.
I'm gonna drop heroism and cast arcane weapon.
Okay.
It's going to be a fire element.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a crossbow attack.
Okay, make a crossbow attack. Roll for it.
21.
21 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Ooh. 12 damage plus 4 fire. So 16 damage.
Okay. Then plus 4 fires, so 21. Okay, so yeah, you take your crossbow and you fire it up, and it hits him in the bottom of his chin, and you can see it pierce up into his mouth and start to burn away at bottom of his chin, and right beneath like the actual bone, it goes into his mouth, and he's just burning away from the inside now. He's looking pretty fucking rough. He's like spitting blood, and this kind of like black goo falls out of him, and whatever kind of disease that's on him is almost rotting away, and it's just a mess. It's his turn now, and he is going to make a bite attack on good old Curie, who's right in his face with a crossbow, really pissing him off. Boy, that is a natural 20.
No, it's not. Stop.
It's a natural 20. 2d4 plus 3. So that is 8 damage, 9, 10, 11 damage. So he rears back and just bites you square in the shoulder blade, pinching down clear through your bone. Just snaps.
Hey, well, fuck him. He needs to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, okay. What's the cause of this? It's pretty
Hellish
dexterous.
Rebuke.
Oh, okay. 17, 18, 19, 20. Not natural.
3d10, he takes half.
Okay. 3d10? Oh my god, 30 damage would be nice right now.
7. 9. 19.
19
So
damage?
8. Reduced to 8.
Reduced to 8. Okay. So he will have... Not looking good. He is really struggling at this point. Alright, next up we have the snake. Did he just go? Did I go out of order?
No.
I think I fucked up. I think I fucked up.
Yeah, I used my reaction to do...
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, so it's C at top of the round.
How far away am I from the snake?
You're probably about 30 feet. I mean, roughly. It's not a huge place.
Shit. I guess I'm gonna try with my bow again.
Alright, roll an attack. He's looking rough. Like, it is a bad day to be a giant snake.
16.
16 hits. 16. 16 hits. Roll damage. That's his name. His name is Snake Stain. He has a name and you guys are
7
killing.
damage.
My god. So you fire this arrow and you rear back and you're like, just please fucking do something, and you fire and the arrow sails perfectly. You can see the perfect spiral and you know as soon as you let loose you got it. And that arrow goes right into his left eye clean. You can see a visible popping of his eye as just goo and blood pours down, landing all around Curie and Roderick, just splashing down on top of them.
Does it wake us up?
I mean, he's fine, and you're... I didn't know this. Apparently, madness just it lasts 10 minutes. Like, I looked it up. There's no thing saying it's like, if he takes damage, he snapped out of it. There's nothing like, make another save. It just says he's fucked. Like, you're in a fake world for 10 minutes.
No.
But he is looking rough. I mean, he has seen better days for sure. And, Eris, you are up.
And I just want to do Chaos Bolt again.
Chaos
at
Bolt him.
Second level.
Roll for an
That's
attack.
the last second level. Please hit. Please.
No, Eris turned into a red knight, but...
I don't know.
Sorry.
That's strange.
14.
14 does in fact hit. Roll damage.
2, so it's cold damage. 7, so it's 9.
9 damage.
So, yeah, so far, and then plus 6,
Hey, buddy.
and then
What
plus
kind of
5.
damage is this?
This is cold.
You can stop rolling.
Oh.
You rear back and you throw this ice bolt at it, and it hits him square in the other eye, popping his other eye, and just blood spews out, spraying across the room, and he starts to wail, and you hear this, "Ah!" as it's just whipping back and forth, and you can see that from its wound, it's slowly starting to freeze and crack, and you can see that it's in its brain, like you can see the top of its head freezing, and then it whips, and the top of its head shatters off, and it just falls limp, landing right beside, basically right in between Roderick and Curie. And it is dead.
Yay.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any other fucking snakes that are just like waiting?
Roll a perception check.
4 plus 1, so 5.
Man, you're not even convinced that that thing you just killed was a snake. Do you know what a snake is? You might have never seen a snake before.
There were little holes. So this guy isn't fitting in those little holes. Okay. So like, did Roderick just not want to fight it? What are you doing?
I don't know.
To be quite honest, I think the snake had some sort of power, kind of like magic maybe. I saw like black running through it earlier before it started attacking us. So.
And now that you are all sitting around, you can all clearly see that it has this kind of like black fluid kind of like leaking from it now all over. Basically, every wound you've made on it is now just leaking this kind of like black fluid as well as blood.
Let's not touch it.
Do I still have
I
that
want
feeling?
to.
No. Oh yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yes, you do. Yeah, you still have this
Oh.
this urge, this pull towards that stone as well as Curie. It's not forcing you to do anything. You just are kind of compelled to. You feel like it's like, oh, that might be kind of cool. That's it
I
though.
want to drink my healing potion.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna
2d4
say
plus
drink
2.
the black stuff.
I'd like to drink the goo.
In a minute.
Ugh.
2, 5, 7 hit points. And then I'd like to use my empty potion to scoop up some of the black goo.
Okay, do a sleight of hand check to make sure you don't touch it.
13?
You take the vial, and they're kind of like obtuse like things, so it's kind of hard to do. So you're scooping, and you're got a little bit in there, and you go for a second one, and some just a little bit, the tiniest bit, touches your finger.
Why
to
are
wipe
you
it off my
scooping
clothes.
it?
We don't know what it is. It could be valuable.
No.
No.
Anywho,
It comes from a fucking snake, and it's like definitely not his blood. It's black goo, and you're scooping it up.
Eris, we might be able to use this against the goblins.
Yeah, we're gonna goo him to death.
You want
The
to get
Or
gooed on,
we
little
could-
bitch?
Perhaps we could poison them with it.
Oh.
Poison every one of them
The
up
goblins.
How
Right?
about technically, if it does have that effect, we can, I don't know, maybe have them do like some dinner thing and tell them we'll enchant the food and make them all powerful and just kill them all.
Commit
there.
genocide!
Really dark.
So
Like, I thought blowing up the whole like ceiling and like flooding them out and then like maybe trapping them in here was dark. That's dark.
poisoning
Yeah,
all of them.
but,
Slow
I
horrible
mean,
death.
They tried
Eris,
stealing my money and they're kind of like jerks.
Oh, so
anyway.
now.
Eris, the issue with drowning them is, are you willing to sacrifice yourself? I don't know if you could get out in time.
Well, we killed a snake now, so like we could do anything. How are we gonna get out of here, by the way?
Probably the way we came.
So back to the little
We.
pit.
Probably. One of us will probably have to try to climb up and then use that good old handy rope again.
Hmm.
Okay, so what I want you to do now is go up to the stone.
Okay.
Is there any sort of like
It is just
markings or
a
glyphs?
kind of like white, cloudy crystal. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, being right there on it.
14?
You can tell that you're looking at this, it's almost as if it is a clear crystal, but there is like this kind of gray, smoky sensation within it. Like it is something almost moving in there.
So
I want to ritual cast detect or identify on the stone.
Okay, do you have to touch it? All right.
Wait.
Okay. You reach out and you put your hand on it, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fun. I got the 7.
Let me tell you right now, buddy, it was almost impossible.
Oh, good.
You reach over and you press your palm against it, and immediately everyone sees your entire body tense up. Every muscle just locks you into place, and if anyone's watching, they see your eyes go completely black as you're holding it. You're staring off, and your mind is taken elsewhere. And you are now in this desert. You stand there walking, and you don't know where you're going, but you can hear the voices of people around you, but you're not making out what they're saying, but you're going somewhere. Like you clearly have an objective, but what that objective is, you don't know. But so you're walking along, you could feel the sand beneath your feet give way with every step. And it almost feels as if with every step, you're going deeper and deeper and deeper, and slowly you're waist high in sand. And although you can tell your mind is panicking and screaming like, I'm stuck, help, 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 nothing is happening. You are just going lower and lower until you are engulfed in sand. And that is where your mind rests for now. What is everyone else doing watching this? You
Is
can
he
see
still touching it?
he's visibly, like, every muscle. You can see veins. Like, he isn't like a super muscular guy. You can see every vein in his body popping out. Like, he is tense as you can humanly
Can
be.
I try to tackle him so he like lets off of the
Hey,
rock?
don't touch him.
I mean, she didn't verbalize that she was going to tackle him, so if you'd like to tackle him, you can tackle him.
I want to tackle him.
Okay, roll just an attack. You know what? He's standing completely still. You're not gonna miss. Just roll a strength check to see how hard you can like truck into him and tackle him. See if you can move him.
13.
You go and you bear your shoulder into his ribs, trying to get him away from him, and he is stone. You hit him so hard, your shoulder blade hurts, and you fall to your knees at his side. And again, he's not a particularly big or strong guy, but he feels as if he is a tank now. And you put a pretty good hit on him, and he didn't go anywhere.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm still asleep.
You are having a weird dream.
Don't touch the stone.
But we need to get him off.
Well, just don't touch it, or else you're also gonna be stuck on the stone.
Shoot.
I'm gonna go up to him. Am I allowed? Ooh, what if I like confine his hand or something and like just
No.
break it off?
No, you
Fuck.
can't. You can cut his
Oh
arm
my
off.
god.
You could chop his arm off if you wanted, but you
I
cannot
don't
just confine only his arm. That is,
Well,
first of all,
just his
sick.
hand that's touching it.
All right. Well, I want to then take the rope from earlier that we tried using and tie it to him and try to pull away from it.
Okay, you let it around. While you're doing this, give me, both of you, just since you're both trying to like actively work on it, give me a perception check.
4.
19.
So thankfully, Eris is able to see this. You're looking and you're like, I could just burn that arm off, looking at it. And you're watching his arm, and you can see that bits of his skin are starting to just split around the palm and the back of his hand and forearm. It's like his skin is stretched, like muscles are so tense, it is splitting his skin. And you can see little bits of blood start to pool down and drip from his wrist down to the ground as his eyes are still just black, palm. I mean, it's starting to rip skin. He is so tense, just staring at this thing.
Do you think he would be mad if we cut his arm off?
I don't know. How about you help me pull him away from it, and let's try to do that first before we cut off anything.
Okay. What am I rolling for this?
Strength checks. I guess since it's Sia again, it's actually just Sia. Do it with advantage because she's helping you pull.
Okay, good, because I didn't roll good.
All right. Well, one of them was a natural 20, so 21.
Okay, you grab this rope and you wrap it around your arm, and you pull and you lean down, and you are almost at like 180 degree. You're almost laying down. You're putting so much force, and with Eris's help, you can pull and pull, and your arm starts to, like, your arm where you've wrapped it around, you can feel starting to tear skin. You're pulling so hard. It is the most strength you've ever done, and the rope around him is not moving him at all. He is stuck.
Okay, plan B, cut his arm off.
Wait. Can you freeze him? Can you, like, freeze his, like, hand so it stops bleeding?
I have
I feel like that's bad. How about we
I
don't do
have
that?
ice knife.
I don't know what to do with it.
Wait. So she wants to stop the bleeding, and your thought is, ice knife, I'll cut his head
She
off. I'll
said
make more blood.
cold.
Yes, but not a knife.
Yeah, I meant to freeze it. So,
That's
like,
the only
Also, ice knife blows up. Like,
Yeah,
Freeze
it's
will
within
shatter.
5 feet, so we would definitely back up to more than 5 feet. I have chill touch, which I just grab like a spectral or skeleton hand, but like he's gonna take damage. I really think we're fucked.
and now that you've made it clear that he's being hurt, you can see that this is spreading up his arm, and where there's skin, like where there's clothes covering him, he's starting to heat up, and you can see that the clothing is actually starting to singe, and there's a little bit of smoke coming from his like bicep where his clothes are.
Do the ice touch thing. Ice touch. Just do it.
It's chill touch. It doesn't.
Just do it.
Doesn't fucking ice him. It's not gonna do it. Over to Roderick and grab his axe.
Okay, he's in no position to tell you otherwise, so you have his axe.
I'm gonna have to cut your arm off.
Oh
my
my god.
Why can't you just do the chill
See ya,
touch? It'll
tell me
stop
not
it from
to.
burning.
No, it won't. It's literally necrotic damage. The only thing that's like ice is my fucking ice knife.
Ah!
Yeah, by chill touch, it's the chilling touch of death, so it's not really cold.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
like I can do
Oh my
cold
God.
damage, but that's ice knife.
Regardless, this isn't gonna end well because you're gonna chop his arm off. He's gonna bleed out. I don't
Okay,
think we have
here's
to bring
the
this up.
two options. Here's the two options. Ice knife, axe. Ice knife, axe. Pick one.
Just do the fucking axe.
Which one?
The axe.
Wait, which one? The axe.
I'm panicking. Yeah, do the axe.
I'm gonna axe his arm off.
Where
my
where
God.
at his arm? Like, because you can see now that the skin is split up past the shirt. It's about mid-bicep.
I'm gonna just cut his arm off.
The whole thing, like, at the shoulder?
No. I
'Cause-
don't trust myself. So is his arm outstretched, right?
Yeah, he has fully extended it, and he's kind of off. It's like his right hand is up, touching it.
I'm just gonna. Okay, so what if we like disconnect him
right
from
now.
it and then it stops? So I'm just gonna go right for the elbow joint.
The elbow joint.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab him so when she does it, I can like grab him right away. So
Okay, wait, you're gonna grab him where? Whoa, you're not like
Like-
holding his elbow, are you?
no, no,
You're gonna
Like
lose
the
some
back of him.
fingers.
no, like the back of him, so he doesn't like fall like anywhere like close to it.
Oh, okay. So you want to make sure you can just like grab his shirt and
Yeah.
pull backwards. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I guess just roll for an attack with advantage.
Okay, thankfully advantage. Fuck. So 11.
You pick the axe up, and it's really heavy. You're not used to wielding something like this. You bring it up above your head and swing. And it's so close, it cuts his shirt a little bit, but the axe just buries into the stone below. You have to try again.
Okay, plan B, ice knife. Ice knife to the
Jesus.
elbow.
Oh my god.
Holy
Ice knife
fuck.
to the roll an attack
Back
with
up
ice.
5 feet. Back up. Back up more than 5 feet, actually.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So 19 plus 6.
19 definitely hits. Roll damage.
So ice knife is 1d10. Please roll low. Oh, this might be 10. No, this is 18. Fuck, 9.
You take the ice knife and you rear back and you throw it, and it sails perfectly into his elbow. It hits right where you want it to, and then blows up, and ice shards go shattering. But there's just a big wound there now, and it's it didn't lop anything off. It's a piercing weapon. It's not hacking.
I'm just gonna run at him with the axe again.
Oh my god! Swing the axe. Roll another attack with advantage because he's still not moving.
15.
15. I don't think that hits, right?
No, 17.
And once again, you swing even closer this time, and you've cut more shirt away, cloth. You maybe got his pant legs because it was just such a close angle, but he's still just not moving. You want to try again?
Yeah, you try. You try.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna grab it and try.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, you hand her the axe, and you're roll an attack.
I got
So
a
sorry,
9.
Dylan. We're killing you.
No, it's
I got
worse.
a 9.
You're
I
like,
know.
and you like scream as you swing, and you're so afraid to cut your friend's arm off, you just can't bring yourself to do it.
I can't do it. I can't.
Oh my god.
Can I
We're
be
gonna
waking up now?
kill
It's
you,
10 minutes.
Dylan.
It's close, but not quite.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
counting.
Oh my god, what else do I fucking have?
Just keep swinging.
Yeah, just swing again.
Okay,
swing
okay,
again.
I'm gonna swing again then.
All right, roll an attack
Sorry.
with advantage because he's still not moving.
16.
It misses. You slash so close to his arm. You've shaved his arm a little bit, but you can see now that there is some smoke coming from about his shoulder. It's whatever this is spreading.
Oh
you
my
got
God, I'm
you
just
got to
gonna
get it
keep
soon.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna swing
Hit
in.
it again!
Okay, you roll.
Natural 20.
You rear back, and you're like, "Ah, it's spinning!" And you swing square. You raise it above your head, swing straight down, and you hit him square in the shoulder. And it rips his arm clean off as he goes
Oh my
falling
God.
backwards, laying face down. Blood is spewing as bone is exposed at his shoulder, and it is a mess. And
I'm
Roderick
applying
wakes up.
pressure. I'm applying pressure.
Roderick wakes up to a bloody image of Curie laying there. He no longer has his axe. Sia is holding his axe, drenched in clearly Curie's blood, as Eris is like grabbing at the nub, trying to put pressure on it.
What the hell is
And
going on?
that is where we're going to end this episode.
I'm so sorry, Dylan. We killed you.
It's not great.
I'm sorry. Let me pray pledge. I'm gonna apply pressure.
We'll be back next time to see if you can in fact apply pressure to a missing arm. I like the idea of Eris running over, grabbing the severed arm and putting pressure on that. Like, what am I doing? Like, just so clearly overwhelmed, she grabs the fucking like the limb that's not attached anymore.
I'm trying to reattach it and apply pressure.
Just press it against it. If we jam it in there, it'll be fine.
I thought you were going for. I
sorry,
thought you were
Dylan.
going
You
for the.
fucker, you
bro.
fucking touched the stone, you fucking dumbass. I'm sorry.
All right, good job, everybody. See you next time.